Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate this shoebox template, and it's fairly easy to do, and let's dive right in. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll be opening up a new document. So for this video I will be using this custom size document. The width is going to be 310 millimeters and the height is going to be, I'm going to change this a little, I'm going to make it 297 millimeters in height, and no, actually let it be 210 millimeters. I will rename my document to be shoebox template, and the orientation is going to be in landscape format right here, and I'll click on create now. Okay, by default when I open up my document, this layer 1 also gets opened up. I'm going to rename layer 1 to be template, and now I'm just going to zoom out by clicking on Control and the minus key on my keyboard, and I'm going to go ahead and make these templates now, these folds right here. So I'll be using my rectangle tool, and I will first add the fill as well so that it saves a lot of time as well. I'll first fill it in with this. I'll first fill this gray color inside this document. So the width was 310 millimeters and the height was 210 millimeters. And I'm just gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and make one more rectangle like that, and I'm gonna copy the same rectangle on the bottom side as well by clicking on Alt and dragging it down right here. And now another bigger box of the same size. I'm going to zoom out again. I'm just going to copy this one right here. So I'll select this, click on Alt to make a copy, and bring it on the top like that. Okay. And now for this rectangle as well, I'm gonna go back here. No, actually I'm just gonna select this, click on Alt, and I'm just gonna place it right here. So as you can see in this reference one, that these two anchor points have a little narrow edge. So I'm gonna add the same effect on this rectangle as well. So I'll be selecting my direct selection tool. I'll select this anchor point, and with the help of the shift and the arrow keys, I'm just going to bring it inwards once, twice, thrice. I'm going to do the same thing with the other anchor point as well. So I'll select that anchor point, click on shift and the left arrow key once, twice, thrice, like that. So you've got this. And now for these flaps as well, so I'm going to select the rectangle tool again and make one big flap like this. Come over here to this transform panel, and in the width option right here, I'm going to change the width to 105 mm like that, and then bring this inward like that. I'm going to select this rectangle and make another copy on the other side as well by clicking on Alt. And there we go, we got our two flaps. And now I'm going to make these flaps as well. So rectangle tool again, and I'm going to make one square like that. I'm going to zoom in on this. Okay, let's get this adjusted like that. Okay, So I'm going to select the direct selection tool, click and hold this anchor point and bring it inwards by inwards a little. So I'll select the shift and the up arrow key once and do the same thing on the other side as well. I'll select this anchor point with the help of the direct selection tool, click on shift and the down arrow key once. So I'm going to zoom out again. I'm going to select this and make a mirror image onto the other side as well. So in order to do that, I'll select this square, right click on this, go to transform and click on reflect, and I'll be choosing this vertical axis, vertical from the axis right here, and I'll click on copy so that it becomes into a mirror image and a copy is made as well. So I'm just going to drag this shape onto the other side like that, and I'm going to select these two again and make another copy on the bottom side as well. So I'll be clicking on Alt and drag my shapes to the bottom like that. Okay, so you've got this. And now for these flaps as well. Similarly, I'll be using the rectangle tool again. And I'll make one rectangle like this. And I'll choose the direct selection tool and I'll select this anchor point over here. And as you can see that when I select this anchor point, this circle comes up. So this indicates that I can freely round this edge. So I'm just going to drag the circle inwards and make it curved like that. I'm going to choose a rectangle tool again and make one rectangle like that till it says intersect that way. Yeah. So I'm going to select these two. Right click on this, go to transform and click on reflect. And this time again I'll be selecting the vertical axis and I'll click on copy so that a copy is made like this. And I'm just going to grab this and drag it over here as well. Okay, so we've got our basic template. Now the only thing that I'll be doing is that I'll be just selecting all my flaps like this, and I'll be changing its color to a darker shade of grey so that it becomes easier to differentiate between the flaps and the main body as well, like that. And I'm going to select everything and also increase the stroke weight to 3 points so that it's a lot easier for you all to see where the folds are to be made. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and also lock my template layer so that when I add the text or the logo onto my shoe box, I do not accidentally move anything around. Alright, so I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to rename layer 2 to be graphics, and I'm just going to stick to extremely simple like this. It's a really simple shoebox design. So I'm going to open up my logo, which was the Adidas logo right here. You can easily find such images up on Google and then save any shoe logo as per your convenience and as per your design that you want to create. Okay, I'm just going to drag this image right over here onto my document, and I'm going to scale this bigger by clicking onto Shift and the Alt key like this so that it fits onto my document like that. I'm going to make this a little bit more bigger this. I'm going to click on Alt and make another copy right about here. And now I want to remove the white background and I want just the logo to be there, so that it gives a indication that this logo has been printed onto my document. So I'll just select these two images by clicking onto Shift, and I'll temporarily unlock my template layer. I'll go over here to this transparency panel, and over here in this blending mode, I will be choosing the blending mode to be multiply, and voila, the white background gets removed and our image now gets blended with the background as well. So I'm going to go ahead and also lock my layer again. But the reason why I've also unlocked my template layer is because if you apply the same blending onto a locked layer, the effect is not going to be applied. The white background is going to be there as well. So it's recommended that if you find the PNG image, then you can skip this step, where this blending mode step. But in case if you do find a really good image but it has a white background, then yes, then use this blending mode step. So that's done, and I'm going to go ahead and also close this logo. And now I'm just going to add the text, which is the shoe size, right? So the shoe size, I'm just going to write it right here. I'm going to type in shoe size to be 6, and I'm going to increase the size to 72 points, like that. And I'm also just going to make this bold as well, like that. I'm gonna keep it right here. And I'm just going to add a few more icons to my packaging as well, such as the barcode, the MRP price as well. So to open up my new image, I'll be clicking on Ctrl+O, and I'll choose my barcode. So I already have these images saved from Google. I'm just going to resize this and keep it right here, or probably there, wherever you want to, like that. I'm also just going to blend this as well, like that. And let's add the MRP as well. I'm just gonna type it right here, which says MRP rupees 800, and I'm going to rotate this text, keep it right about here, actually on the back side, and I'm going to decrease its size to 24. Oh no, I'm just going to stick to 36, like that. And there you go. We have now successfully made our shoebox template. And now the only thing that is left to do is to save our file. So in order to do that, I'll be going to File and clicking on Save As. So by default, my file name is going to be the same as my document name, which was shoebox template. And my save as type is going to be Adobe Illustrator. I highly recommend that we save a file in this format, so that in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily access my AI file, and I'll click on Save and OK. So there you go. This was a short video on how you can recreate the simple shoebox template. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and you can recreate any type of shoebox template for any brand as well. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.